Chrissy does not love the kids. Now, for a woman that has 9 children, 8 in her care every single day, and for her to come on and say that she would rather not have a baby than to have a baby who can't crawl or can't sit up, when there's hundreds and thousands of parents out here that have babies that are just like that. So many parents on this platform who have children who are older than 8 months, 9 months, 10 months. They're 1-year-old, 2-year-old, 3-year-old, 5-year-olds who aren't able to crawl, aren't able to walk, aren't able to speak. But for a woman like her to get on here and say that she would rather not have a child than to have a child with a disability, wow. Now, if you're wondering what I'm talking about, shout out to Marisa Star 1 because she does have it on her channel where Chrissy said about Jasmine's baby son that she would rather not have a child than have a child that can't sit up and can't crawl.
Pregnant. Girl, nobody wants a baby that can't sit up at 8 months. I would rather not have a baby than have a baby that can't sit up and crawl. Don't sit up here and play with me.
But you have 9 kids and wanted a 10th, so I think you're lying. You would love to have another kid. Love it. Now, I know there's going to be so many people on this YouTube that are going to agree with Chrissy and say she did nothing wrong, but come on, she did. To talk about a child who may have a disability, and Jasmine's son doesn't have a disability, let's get that clear. He is crawling, he is sitting up on his own, and he's actually pulling up and trying to walk. Kids should be off limits, no matter what. I don't care if Chrissy comes on here and says Jasmine is a man, or Jasmine comes on here and said Chrissy's been with so many different dudes. That's fine, who cares about that? But when you start talking about kids, which Jasmine has not done to Chrissy, then it's a problem, and everybody should have a problem with that. For everybody on here that knows of a child with a disability that stops them from being able to sit up on their own, or to crawl on their own, or to even walk, they should be really upset with what Chrissy said. Why does she get a pass for saying something about somebody's baby? No. Chrissy got on here and said that her twin daughters have a disorder that makes them not want to speak in public. Chrissy also came on here and said that her oldest son, Kingston, was having eating issues and she was having to supplement his eating because he didn't want to eat much. And he also was sad, depressed after DeMarcus left. What if somebody came on here and started talking about Chrissy's twins? What if they came on and started talking about Kingston not eating and being so sad about DeMarcus leaving? Wouldn't that be wrong? Of course. So why isn't it wrong for Chrissy to say that about Jasmine's baby? Now, of course, Chrissy and Jasmine probably will never get along after this. After this continued fighting every month, every 2 months, every 3 months, that's fine. But Chrissy needs to apologize for all the women out here with kids with disabilities who can't do what her children do. She needs to apologize for that. And if she won't, that should tell you that she really does not care about kids. She tried to start a whole foundation, CLK, Chrissy Loves the Kids. But what about kids with disabilities? What about kids who aren't able to do the things that your children do? What about them? Because you said you would rather not have a baby than to have a baby that can't do things like that. Interesting. Kids should be off limits regardless. Regardless of what is said about you, Chrissy, you shouldn't speak on other people's children. Because people could easily do the same thing to you.